We're joined now by Cal State Fullerton coach Jeff Harada. Coach, if you would please start us off with some opening comments, and we'll take a couple questions.
First of all, congrats to Hawaii and Coach Beeman. I thought this was a heck of a game. It's been an exciting day in the quarterfinals today, and I think we capped it off with another exciting game. It's unfortunate that one of these teams had to lose tonight, and I think both teams played really tough, really hard. And, I think it came down to the team that made one or two more plays that was victorious, and it was them, unfortunately, for us tonight. So credit to them, but I'm very proud of my team. And, I told them that they have no reason to hang their heads. They should walk out of this locker room, out of this arena with their heads held high because they played a heck of a game in a game where probably nobody thought they had a chance to win. So really proud of our team.
Questions?
Coach, what was your message to the girls after the game in the locker room?
Yeah, kind of just what I said. The game didn't come down to per se. I mean, it did come down to the last couple plays, but we had so many opportunities, I think, before that, to close the game on, and we just didn't do that for whatever reason. We gave up a 3, at the end of regulation to, or was it the first overtime or regular? I can't even remember at this point, but we're up 3, and the message was no open threes, and we helped on the drive, and we could have gave up the layup, and it would have been fine. But we gave up an open 3. We missed a couple free throws, late in the overtimes and regulation as well. A couple bad turnovers, but Ashley felt bad for calling that timeout at the end, right? But I told her we wouldn't have been in that position without you. The plays that she made to keep us in the game, to send it to overtime, to tie the game up, right? To send it to double overtime. So, like I said, I was just as positive as I could be because they deserve to hear that, right? They played their hearts out, and I had nothing negative to say to this team. They played a great game, and I was really proud of them.
More questions? In the back?
Coach Alan Hoshida, KHON. Just Beeman talked about the progress you're making with the program. Where do you see your program right now, and where do you want to see it go?
Well, I think, I appreciate her saying that. But, yeah, I think right now we're slowly progressing to where we want to be. I think, when I took over 6 years ago in 2017, it was a tough time to take over the program. And, we won 8 games, I think, my first year. Then we got 14 the next year. And then in year 3 was the year we had our first winning season in almost 30 years. Year 4 was supposed to be the year because we had everybody back from that team, including the player of the year, Reina Perez. And obviously COVID hit us and kind of knocked everybody around. And transfer portal hit us. And so, we lost a couple all-conference players to COVID, to a transfer. And we had like 7 players, I think, healthy that year. And so our record really was not very good. And so last year, year 5, was kind of a rebuilding year, right? With 5 freshmen. We get the freshman of the year in Lily. We have a good recruiting class. And then, again, transfer portal hits us. And so kind of back to square one again with the rebuild. And so this year, like every team in the conference, a lot of injuries, right? Not a lot of people know, our 2 guards who are not really point guards, Una and Fuji, they're forced to play that position because it's all we have. I had 3 of my point guards out for the year with ACLs. So it was just tough, right, to have 2 ball handlers who have to play the majority of the game. I mean, I need one of them in at all times. I'd like to have 2 of them in because they're my 2 leading scorers. So it was tough, but looking at what we have coming back, with our roster, we have 3 seniors. The bulk of our team is returning, and I think the future is bright. We get our injured players hopefully back healthy next season, and I do like the future and the progress of where we're headed with our program.
Coach, you just touched on how you have the bulk of your team coming back next season. You have like Ashley, who had a big game tonight. Una had a big game tonight. How valuable is this post-season experience for them heading into the off-season and looking towards next season?
Yeah, I mean, that was part of the message, right? Let's learn from this. Remember this feeling. Remember what this feels like. Because when we're back here next year, let's try to avoid this feeling, right? Let's remember what happened in this game, the twists and the turns, the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows, and how can we be on the other side of the coin, come next season? How can we grow from this? So I think, that's going to be the big test with this young group. Like I said, we have 3 seniors, a walk-on, a grad senior, and one of them who was injured this year. And so the bulk of our team, is returning, and we're really excited about that. And we get our injured players back. So I think that'll be a telltale sign for us to see where we're at, with the program and next season.
We have a question on Zoom from Marissa. Go ahead.
Hey, Coach. I'm from Titan Athletics. I just wanted to know, obviously, Una and Fuji have made an impact on this team, being the 2 top scorers. And but Ashley did have an impressive game. What did you see from her this game?
Well, she stepped up tonight. We talked about pregame, just where, in a tournament setting and games like this, your best players have to play their best when their best is needed. And I thought she played, really well tonight. Just was on the boards, shot a high percentage from the field, hit some big free throws for us. She just played with a ton of energy and confidence and gave us a spark. And just played fearless tonight, down the stretch and in the post. And I thought she was one of the better post players in the game, throughout this game tonight on both teams.
Great, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.